You Wish Me Dead stars Finn Little as Connor, a teenage murder witness who finds himself pursued by two assassins played by Nicholas Hoult and Aiden Gillen, in the Montana wilderness with a survival expert played by Angelina Jolie tasked with protecting him, and a forest fire threatening to consume them all. This is directed by Taylor Sheridan, who also co-wrote the film with Charles Leavitt and Michael Corrida, who also wrote the original novel of the same name that this was based on, and I had some higher hopes for this, because Taylor Sheridan as a writer has given us some great films like Sicario and Wind River, the latter of which he also directed. But I guess this really has not been his year between this and Tom Clancy's Without Remorse, which was released last month and he also wrote, which I thought was fine, but nowhere near what he's capable of, and that's the way I'd also describe this. It's not really a bad movie, and it's fun enough for what it is, but it played things way too safe. Probably the best way to describe it would be bare bones. It tries to be something in the vein of an old school 90s action thriller that would pit a lone hero against a creepy killer or killers. So it results in this movie having a cat and mouse element to it, with Angelina Jolie and Finn Little having to navigate the woods while being pursued by the two killers. There's also a subplot of sorts where the killers also try targeting John Berthnall, who plays Jolie's ex-husband and is the deputy sheriff of this small town, and they try using him to get to Connor. I'd say the cat and mouse element worked enough for me that it made this watchable. I had a fun enough time with it, even if the action isn't as brutal or as hard-hitting as we've seen in films like Sicario, though we do get a number of really entertaining moments when the killers cross paths with Medina Senghor as Bernthall's pregnant wife, who easily gets all the film's best moments, which I won't spoil, but I feel has been a bit overlooked. I think if anything, it mainly worked because I did like both Aiden Gillen and Nicholas Hoult. Not that their characters are really all that complex, as we barely learn anything about them, other than that they need to get rid of Connor because he has evidence from his father that will put their boss in jail, with the boss being played by Tyler Perry in a very brief cameo. But both Gillen and Hoult are very good actors who do have strong screen presence, so they elevate whichever scenes they're in, and we do see them quite a lot here. So whenever they're in action, it was entertaining for what it was. Angelina Jolie is fine as our protagonist. We do get a little bit of backstory about her as she's dealing with trauma from a previous forest fire, though it winds up not being anything really explored and her character development felt not essential to the plot. But she's charismatic enough that we can at least root for her, even if she wasn't exactly what stood out to me about this. Though I'd also say while the film can be fun when the action kicks in, it does take a bit too long to cut to the chase, as it's not until over a half hour in or so where things really get moving. I know the film's only 100 minutes, but it probably could have even worked at just an hour and 20 or 25 minutes, especially since part of that first act is dedicated to backstory we really didn't need, such as the stuff involving Jolie's character. Overall, it's fine. I had enough fun with it that I wouldn't say I disliked the movie, but I just wish it did more. Either it needed to go a step further with some of his action scenes, or if it wanted to make this partially a character study, it needed to do more than just dedicate so much time to giving these characters backstory and then just do nothing with it. But what we got wasn't bad. The cat and mouse aspect was solid, as were the cast, so it made this a fun enough watch. I'd say if you're gonna check it out, catch it on HBO Max, but it's not a must-see or anything. Those Who Wish Me Dead gets a 6 out of 10. So let me know, did you see Those Who Wish Me Dead, or are you planning to see it, and what were your thoughts? Do you have a favorite film by Taylor Sheridan? Do you have a favorite Angelina Jolie film? Let me know in the comments below so we can discuss. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please like it and share it, and for more movie reviews and film discussion, please make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated. Thanks for watching everyone, and keep having fun with film.